It's 2024, and while cameras are capturing all sorts of interesting stuff, there's nothing like catching burglars red-handed on security cams.
Get away from the door.
Today, I've got that very treat for you. Now, without further ado, number 1. The one who's too slow to be a burglar. This car burglar is ready for the night with all the gear, shiny latex gloves and all, but the one thing he forgot? Some speed. He's taking his sweet little time. When the owner sets off the security camera's siren, this guy looks like he can't even decide which way to run. Come on, buddy. Seriously? Can we at least aim for some average burglary skills here? Number 2. The cutest burglar. Then we have a double agent on our hands, the cutest little pet during the day, and a very skillful burglar by night. And he's the proof that burglars can be quite cute. Meet Dusty the klepto kitty, who would have racked up quite the charges if he was human. But let's be honest here, I don't think he even knows he's stealing. It's his world, and we just happen to be living in it. After all, he's just grabbing little gifts for his humans. And boy, does he work hard to bring those gifts. 11 items in one night. He's taken back, everything from gloves to swimwear to sponges, hundreds of them. It's like he's running a one-cat gift shop over there. Number 3. The surprisingly polite thief. This one knocks on the door all polite, hoping not to set off the dog, who then just starts chilling and following the thief around, probably thinking, what's this joker up to now? Eventually, the dog decides it's more fun to be outside and leaves the thief to his nonsense. Our brilliant thief decides to use his t-shirt as a disguise before leaving. Isn't it a little too late? But the best part? He actually makes sure the dog doesn't go outside. Oh, to be cute enough to even be cared for by a criminal. Number 4. The breakdancer. This guy is the true meaning of having fun at work. Not only does he love breaking in, but breakdancing too. You'd be dancing too if you were a robber and got your hands on a pricey laptop and the keys to a commercial building. More chances for break-ins, right? But seriously, this guy needs a new profession. And I'm not a career counselor, but a career in dancing might just be the option. That is, if he doesn't end up as an inmate. Number 5. The cake burglar. We all have that one friend who's all about sweet treats, but this guy just took it up a notch. This 63-year-old thief broke into a garden center, and instead of stealing something expensive first, he went straight for a piece of cake and a cold drink. And man, did he savor every bite and sip. Well, good thing he got his desserts because he ended up with a 32-month prison sentence. Number 6. Siren away the thieves. Never leave your garage door open because it doesn't take a genius to know it'll attract robbers like bees to honey. By chance, this not-so-smart cookie happened to have a siren and security system, so when she caught those rascals on camera and set off the alarm, they ran away from there like roaches. Number 7. The evil gang of burglars. These 4 men with Irish accents, probably in their mid-20s, show up at this house. 2 of them ring the doorbell while the rest decide to play hide and seek in the bushes. When no one answers, they decide to crash the party by smashing the patio door with a crowbar. And when they heard the cops were on their way, they didn't waste any time running away with the goods. But these guys didn't stop there. They had another target just 5 miles away. They grabbed all the things they could find and made a swift exit in a fancy Mercedes. And then there's this video footage of these guys dragging a safe full of watches and jewelry out of the house and into their car. Good thing the camera caught them both times. Number 8. The one-man heist. This guy had a plan straight out of a movie. A one-man heist. Using a ladder like he's some evil Santa, and sneaks into a store with dreams of pocketing thousands and thousands of dollars. He came with a game plan and didn't waste a second to get to what he wanted. Guess what it was? Lottery tickets, cash, cigarettes, and a huge locker. He nearly pulled off the perfect crime. But you know what they say about greed. It always catches up. An hour later, he returned for more. And bam! His scarf slipped, revealing his face in the worst plot twist possible. Well, for him at least. Now, all that loot worth $50,000 won't do him much good behind bars. Number 9. The reverse Superman. And then there's reverse Superman, the guy who's clearly not cut out for a life of crime. He took the trouble to bring a loaded revolver but forgot the basics, like a mask. So, in a stroke of genius, or should I say desperation, he decides to pull underwear over his head as a makeshift disguise. But he's even bad at being bad. Not only did he look utterly ridiculous, but the cash box he swiped, he chucked it away without even bothering to open it. Needless to say, his failed attempt landed him a cozy 7-year stay in jail. Number 10. The one who ran away because of a makeshift pepper spray. When a robber barges in demanding your hard-earned money, forget fearing his gun or knife, especially if you run a grocery store stocked with excess chili powder. It'll make him bolt faster than some British running from spices. Number 11. Burglars. Working harder than some people at their jobs. And then there's these two. The epitome of how you don't want your kids to turn out. Seriously, you've got to be a special kind of stupid if you're breaking into someone's house without even bothering to cover your face. I mean, imagine putting in all that effort and struggling so hard just to crawl through a window and swipe someone's hard-earned cash. Straight up, wrong priorities. Number 12. The one who thinks someone's house is a Walmart. This person is either the next level of delusional or just plain stupid to not only look directly at the security camera while burgling a place, but to zoom closer towards it too. And it totally fits because only someone with serious issues would go around stealing a toilet, groceries, and electronics from someone's house like he's shopping at Walmart. It's a whole new level of bold, or should I say, reckless. Number 13. The ones who imitated cops. This guy thought he could pull off a mini heist by crashing into a house in a DIY police car, complete with a high-visibility jacket. The owner fell for it at first, but it didn't take long for her to realize something was fishy. Quick thinking on the wife's part, though. She hit the panic button and then hid in the bedroom wardrobe to dial the real cops. Now that's some next-level strategy. He was caught soon, and turns out this wannabe robber had a gun on him too, ready to cause trouble for the couple. Number 14. Burglars. Spooked. I bet that guy in the vest thought he was blending in as a repairman or something, thinking nobody would bat an eye. But oh boy, the homeowner spotted those two jokers and sent them scurrying off with their tails between their legs.
Get away from the door.
Number 15. The cat burglar. Now, I know we've all heard of cat burglars, but none quite as stealthy as this one. A literal cat burglar. This feline, who might as well be named Dobby but goes by Admiral Galacticat, has a knack for swiping his neighbor's laundry, specifically socks. Heather Bardes was shocked to say the least as she spotted him with a sock dangling from his mouth just as she was leaving for work. Apparently, this spree of his kicked off post-COVID, involving everything from dish rags to swimwear, and of course his favorite, socks, piled up on the patio. Number 16. The snoozy thief.
He grabbed a computer from a Taco Bell, but not before he grabbed a bite.
He strolled into Taco Bell like he owned the place post-break-in, whipped himself up a meal, then decided to catch a quick 3-hour nap on the floor. Like that's making yourself at home in all the wrong ways. To top it off, he walked out with a laptop and a tablet he stole. Food, a cozy nap spot, and some stolen goods. It's like every burglar's dream come true, right? Number 17, the one who thought he was a cat burglar. This guy is like the poster child for not seeing the forest for the trees. He's there, trying to hide from being seen through the windows, totally clueless about the security cameras staring him down. And then, the nerve to argue after getting caught? I don't know about you, but I wouldn't have kept my cool like those homeowners did. Number 18, the one on the roof. If I saw something like this on my security camera at 2 in the morning, the last thing on my mind would be a burglar. I'd be thinking I'm either being haunted by a witch or it's my time to ascend. Seriously, this guy looks like he's completely out of it. He can't even run after hearing a deafeningly loud alarm. Number 19. A 10-year-old protagonist. When I'm glued to my phone, I'm oblivious to everything around me, but not this little girl. She was not only sharp, but also quick to recognize that the guy on the porch wasn't someone she knew. And boy, did she spring into action.
Hey, get up! Get out of here!
Now that's what I call a kid with impressive situational awareness and a set of lungs to match. Number 20, the natural at burglary. Then there's this Chinese black bear who found a sweet shortcut to his favorite treats. And boy, did he have a strategy down pat. He managed to swipe 70 beehives from a bee breeding base in a natural reserve in just 2 months. Number 21, the one who chose the wrong getaway vehicle. This guy thought he'd try his luck stealing in broad daylight on a busy street. And if that wasn't bold enough, he grabbed more than he could handle and then tried to make his getaway on a Boris bike. Really, bro? Unfortunately for him, the guy chasing him wasn't playing by the usual rules either. He took him down with the car door like something out of an action movie. Now, he can learn some conventional lessons from the other inmates. Number 22. The one who wanted so much, greed brings grief, and this grown man learned it the hard way. This guy, a full-grown adult, decided to take on an armored security truck outside a bank. Emphasis on tried. Luan Liming attempted not once but twice to hoist the bag of cash onto his bike, but he didn't quite succeed and ended up nabbed by security guards. The bag was loaded with cash and notes in various currencies, weighing nearly 90 kilograms. His reward for the attempt? A suspended death sentence for robbery and illegal possession of a firearm, as reported, and the guy who sold him the gun got an 11-year jail term. China really doesn't mess around. Maybe the next one will hit the gym for some powerlifting before attempting a heist. Number 23, the one who just got ignored. Everyone in this nail salon was really into the "if I don't see you, you don't see me" game when this guy tried to rob them. But seriously, when will these criminals realize we're all broke too? It's like trying to rob a piggy bank at a lemonade stand. He thought he'd make a quick fortune, but instead, he left empty-handed and probably feeling pretty dumb. I would. Number 24. His plan blew up in his face. ATMs should come with airbags that deploy right into a thief's face. But sometimes you don't need fancy gadgets because the thief brings their own bad luck, literally in the form of explosives. And if you don't know your way around explosives like this idiot, maybe just stick to something safer, like shaking a vending machine. They're much less likely to blow up in your face. Number 25. The one who took their time to make a decision. Making decisions can be tough, right? Well, imagine being a robber in a gang, trying to figure out what to steal. These guys had to make some on-the-spot choices. After some serious contemplation, they settled on watches and electronics, stuff like a PlayStation, Alexa, and a laptop. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, a guy lost all his life savings because some people were too selfish to work. Number 26. The successful thief. This guy from Austin, Texas, was actually one of the few who almost got away with it. From the way he moves so smoothly, it's clear this isn't his first rodeo. He'd been hitting up homes left and right in the neighborhood, but then bam, he gets caught on a security cam. And let's just say, it was all downhill from there for him after this. Number 27. The confused, sorry burglar. Seems like even criminals like him need a moment to think things through. This guy tries to act all smooth, pretending he's just an invited guest, thinking things over. But when the owner called him out on CCTV, he bolted with his tail between his legs faster than a cat is caught
Hello?
stealing treats.
Yes, mate. Sorry. Bye.
Number 29. Greedy burglar, foiled by traffic jam. Here's Martin Tolan running away in a stolen mini convertible, trying to play bumper cars with a line of traffic, but gets stuck, like really stuck, between a bunch of cars. And here come the cops, armed with batons and ready to party. They didn't just break his car's windows, they broke his freedom too, slapping him with handcuffs and a one-way ticket to prison. Now, Martin's got plenty of time, like 9 years and 11 months worth, to rethink the wisdom of his life choices. Number 30. Jewel thieves smash and dash flops. These two geniuses thought it'd be a great idea to use a car as a battering ram for a jewelry store heist and then set it on fire, just to make sure everything was thoroughly messed up. Who needs subtlety when you've got a flaming getaway vehicle, right? Naturally, they forgot one tiny detail, covering their license plates, but hey, they still managed to grab a bunch of jewelry after crashing into the store. It's a wonder the cops weren't at the mall's only exit with popcorn, just waiting to get them. Number 31. The burglary, straight out of a movie. We've all seen those heist movies with careful planning, right? Well, these burglars in a Norway museum must have taken notes because they actually pulled it off. And boy, did they pull it off. They made off with 25 valuable pieces of Chinese art. One piece from the Kunstmuseum in Bergen is like 4,000 years old. There was a similar raid 2 years ago. Number 32, the stealthy one. Imagine dozing off peacefully, waking up, and finding half your stuff missing. And when you check the security camera footage, you see the thieves were practically breathing down your kids' necks, and you didn't even stir once. Now that's a deep sleep, maybe a bit too deep. Number 33, the thief with the sugar rush. When I eat ice cream, I get a brain freeze or a toothache. This guy, he gets evil superpowers. This 36-year-old thief loves to munch on ice cream while looking for houses to rob. He even sits on the front step, enjoying his treat like it's a casual day out. Armed with an ice cream and a knife, he sneaks into the garage and makes off with 700 pounds worth of stuff. 4 days later, another burglary, another ice cream left behind. Cops finally caught him during a break-in at a third house and matched his DNA to the ice cream pots. Number 35. The bear thief. There's a sweet package of chocolates left outside, but here comes Mr. Package Thief on a mission. And what's his big heist? Yep, those chocolates. Can you blame him, though? It's Godiva. Naturally, he checks the surroundings, making sure no one's watching. Gotta be stealthy, you know? And then he's like, "Okay, thanks," and gone. What can you do when a bear's got a craving? Barely anything, I guess. Number 36, the prowler. Look at this burglar. He's all like, "Oh, excuse me, just passing through," to the snoring homeowner. It's almost like a spell or something. Then he goes full cozy, silently rummaging through stuff and picking out his favorite loot as if he's shopping in a high-end boutique. And he even nudged the owner, who didn't budge an inch. There must be some serious sleep magic at work there. Number 37, the one who refuses to give up. The same guy, the same street, 22 houses that he tried to enter, not giving up once, trying over and over again for nearly 9 days. He must have had a checklist or something, ticking them off one by one until he finally struck gold and found an unlocked door. But this 44-year-old burglar, Nicholas Mason, not only broke into homes, and that's not all. Cars were stolen, bank cards were swiped, and he went on a shopping spree like it was Black Friday. His grand finale? Getting knocked on the head by a homeowner. He got arrested and found eligible for a 10-year vacation at the Birmingham Crown Court's luxury resort. Number 38, worst planned robbery. This gang of wannabe thieves thought they hit the jackpot when they crashed their car into a jewelry shop. Like, really? Did they think they were in some action movie? Little did they know, the owner wasn't just some pushover. This guy had worked hard for his money and wasn't about to let it go down like that. At first, he was just chilling, probably hiding. But then these idiots point a gun at his wife. Boom! Instantly, this dude goes full warrior mode, racing towards one with a sword. Who does that? Total hero move right there. Number 39, the revenge. You know, I was raised with the golden rule. If it ain't yours, keep your hands off it. Clearly, some missed that memo, or their parents did. And guess what? These rotten eggs seem to all live in the same neighborhood and have one victim. Fed up with the porch pirates, the owner got all MacGyver and set up this genius shotgun trap. That's what we call taking matters into your own hands. And who wouldn't have? These thieves even had the audacity to swipe parts off his fancy Jeep. They've got the nerve to park in front of houses, walk across lawns, and snatch packages like it's a Costco freebie. Seriously, where's the shame? It's enough to make you lose faith in humanity, isn't it? Number 40, neighbor? More like brothers. Who needs a vigilante when you've got Brett McCann? This guy, armed with a video camera and a gun.
What are you guys doing? Huh? No, it's not. It's my neighbor's house.
Decides to play neighborhood watch against 4 burglars who are making a quick getaway from a break-in. Guess if my neighbors aren't staging daring confrontations and protecting me behind my back, do I even need them around? And that wraps up our wild ride through some of the craziest burglaries caught on camera. Which one of these burglars surprised you the most? Have you ever had a funny or bizarre experience with home security? Drop your stories in the comments below. I can't wait to hear them. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Stay safe out there.